I'm writing name is equal to Srinivas, semicolon. Name is equal to, I'm writing Ram, semicolon. Name is equal to Suman, semicolon. Name is equal to him, semicolon. Name is equal to Trump. Can somebody tell me how many observations and how many variables I will get in the DS1 data set?
Single variable.
One
Five observations.
Trump will get.
Actually, sir,
one observation.
One variable and 5 observations.
One variable, five observations.
One variable, one observation.
one observation.
One variable, one
Name is equal to Trump.
One variable,
one variable and one observation. Why only one observation?
It got replaced.
It will
Override.
override.
Why override? Why it will get override?
Because everything is giving same
Variable
variable.
name is being same.
Variables.
So we are writing the same statement again and again. The recent statement will override the old statement. So Ram will override Srinivas, Suman will override Ram, Kim will override Suman, Trump will override Kim. So that is okay. What is the size of the name variable, by the way?
7, sir.
7.
Why 7?
Length will come up first variable, sir.
So what is the first variable length?
8.
8. So the length of the name variable is 8, but you will get only one observation, and the value is Trump. Isn't it? This is we already seen during the length statement. So this is how we are going. But the length of the name variable is 8 because Srinivas is going in the first position. That will decide. But now tell me, if I write my data like this one here, and if I write this value here, then what is the length of the name variable? What is the value I will get?
5.
5.
Srini will get
Srini.
Why we will get only Srini?
First variable
The length is 5. First Trump is going, the length will be get decided as 5. Then Ram, then Suman, then Kim, and Srinivas will overwrite Kim. But since the length is only 5, you will get SRI and NI. You know why? Because in general, in the data step, before the run statement, we always by default, we are going to have an output statement. By the time it is reaching this output statement, what is the name value? By the time it is reaching output statement, name value is Srinivas, but the length is since we have only 5, we are getting only SRI NI. So, by default, before the run statement, by default, we are going to have an output statement. By the time, whatever the value that we have, it will write that into output data set. So, what is the current observation by this time? The current observation is Srini. It will write the Srini. But now I want to have all the 5 observations. I want to have name is equal to Trump. I want to have name is equal to Ram, Suman, Kim, and Srinivas also. If you want to have everything, so name is equal to Trump, semicolon, then I'm writing output. Tell me, by this output, by the time of this output statement, what is the name value?
Trump.
Now this output statement, this output statement will write the Trump into DS1. And then name is equal to Ram, name is equal to Suman will override Ram, Kim will override Suman, Srini will override Kim. Now how many observations I will get if I execute this program?
2 observations.
One is Trump and another one is Srini. Tell me what should I do? If you want to get all the 5 observations, you should write output statement for each statement. Now I'm writing an output statement here. Again, I'm writing an output statement here. So now we have one output statement, each name statement. So output statement is just like in a printer. By this time, whatever the value that you have, it will print that one. And by this time, whatever the value that you have, it will print that one. So now we will get 5 observations. Understand this one? Now, data. I'm creating a class 1 data set. I'm creating from the SAS self.class. Okay. Now, tell me how many observations I will get now in the class 1?
19 observations.
19
observations.
Now, you know what we are going to have by default? Again, before the run, we are going to have an output. So, set the SAS self.class. The first observation will go to PDB. Now, this output will write that observation into class 1. Second observation will go to PDB. Output will write into that observation into class dataset, class 1. So, every time when the observation is coming into PDB, now the output will write that observation into dataset. Now we get 19 observations because we have one output statement. That output statement write each observation to the dataset. Now I'm writing one more output statement. Then what is going to happen? One observation, well, you go to the PDB, this output will write into the dataset. Again, this output will write into the dataset. That means each observation will print 2 times in the class 1 dataset because we have 2 output statements. Now see, if I select the program, execute the program, now we are going to have a class 1. Now, can you see each observation is printing 2 times? Because we have 2 output statements. Understand this one?
Sir.
Now, even if not writing by default, we are going to have an output here. Now, after the output, I'm writing, say, for example, name is XXX, or name is equal to XYZ, semicolon, then I'm writing the output. You know now what happened now? Just guess.
XYZ.
XYZ name.
You know, in the back end, we are going to have name variable, sex variable, age variable, height variable, weight variable, underscore, error underscore, and then we'll have underscore, error underscore, okay? Now, the first observation from the ASL class will come over here. Say, for example, name, we have an Alfred. Say, for example, sex, we have a male, age 14 or something, and then we have some height value, and we have some weight value, and then we have an underscore 0, first observation 1. So, since the sex ASL, the first observation will come into PDB. This is PDB. Okay. Now, what this output statement will do? This output statement will write this observation to the data set. Now, this observation will print in the data set class 1. So, this is the class 1. Okay. Now, after the output statement, then again, what is the next statement that I have? Name is equal to XYZ. Now, the XYZ will overwrite Alfred. Now, we are going to have an XYZ. Okay. We are going to have XYZ. Now, after the name, again, what is the statement that we have?
Output.
Again, we have output. Now, this output statement will write this observation again into the data set. So now we are going to have the observation. So, what is the difference between the first observation and second observation?
Name.
Only the name value will get changed. Because when the second output statement is getting executed, by the time the name value is XYZ. So, for every observation, each observation is going to get duplicated, but every alternate observation, the name value will be XYZ. The remaining values will be same. Understand this one? Now this time I'm writing data, class 2. I'm writing name is equal to, say, for example, empty quotations. I'm writing sex is equal to empty quotations. I'm writing age is equal to null value. I'm writing height is equal to null value. I'm writing weight is equal to null value. Tell me what is going to happen if I execute this program. Anybody?
One observation will have reading and another will be empty.
Very good. Every alternate observation is going to have missing values. Because when the second output statement reading, by the time I have given for all the variables missing values, so it will print the missing data. Understand this one? Is this clear, everybody?
Yes,
Now,
sir.
so in the real time, output statement is going to have so many applications. Okay. And I'm going to tell you, we are going to have one more important application in the real time. I'm writing, say for example, I want to have a data set called DS1. Okay. In the DS1, I want to have X variable. In the X variable, I want to have values like this one. I want to have X variable. In the X variable, I want to have values from 1 to 10. Can you please create a data set called DS1, keep X variable in it, and give values from 1 to 10? How we can create? With our current knowledge, how we can create a data set like this one? If I ask me, you will write a data DS1, you will write input X, so then you will write a data lines, and you will write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like this one, right? This is what you can do, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
But you can also write like this one, data DS2, input X variable, then I'm writing the data lines, then I'm writing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10. Tell me what input method I should use to read this data. Anybody? We have 10 observations in one line, one record. What is the method I should use?
Double trailing.
Very good. You should use a double trailing method. I told you, if you have multiple observations in one line, we can use a double trailing method. Remember that time I have given city, maximum temperature, minimum temperature. We have seen one example. So here we have 10 observations in one, because I have only one variable. That means how many observations we have in one line? 10 observations.
10 observations.
Yeah,
I told you, double trailing method will hold the input record for the execution of same input statement across the program. This is what you can do. Now, in the DS1 also I'm going to have X variable, DS2 also I'm going to have X variable. In both the directions I'm going to have 1 to 10. Tell me, if since it's 1 to 10, you can write. If I ask you, I want to have 1 to 1000, it will take some time, isn't it? Because we need to type 10. So if I say 1 to 1000, you have to type 1000 numbers. But if I say 1 lakh or 10 lakhs or 1 crore, it is not impossible, but it's very difficult because it's time-taking process. Now, to achieve this, now I'm writing a new program like this one. Data. I'm creating a data set called DS3. I'm writing a new concept called 2. X is equal to, I'm writing 1 to 10. Remember, I will explain this do loop concept after the conditional statement. Probably from Monday onwards, I will start the conditional statement. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I will discuss conditional. From Thursday onwards, I will discuss about do loops. In SAS, whenever writing a do statement, you must always end with an end statement. That is the rule. If you start with a do statement, you must end with an end statement. Now, since it's a data step, what I should do, you should write the run statement. So this is the program executing. You know what will happen now? This is called do loop concept. If I execute this program, if I want execute this program one time, this program will go to loop for 10 times. Without my intervention, the program will execute for 10 times. If I click on the submit button, the program will execute within itself 10 times. See, I'm writing this program here. So this is the program that I submitted. When I click on the F3 button, first this statement will execute. Do X is equal to, it will become 1. And then what is the next statement that we have? End. End statement will execute. Now end statement will take you to again to do statement. This time do X is equal to 2. And this statement again will take you to end statement. And end again it will take you to do statement. This way, this program will execute how many times?
10
10
times.
10 times. That is called looping. So if I execute this program one time, the program will go to automatically for looping for 10 times. You know why? Because I have written do x is equal to 1 to 10. But I told you, remember, where we are going to have output statement by default?
Before run.
Before
For
run.
Before, here we are going
before-
to have an output statement. Okay? This is the output statement. Here we are going to have output statement. Now see here what is going to happen. Now we'll check what exactly happens in the backend PDB. First, when I execute the program first time, do what is the X value?
One.
Now in the PDB, now we are going to have a PDB. In the PDB, this is how we are going to have the data. What variable we are going to have now? We are going to have a variable called X because in the program I have an X variable. By default, we are going to have an underscore or underscore, and we are going to have underscore and underscore. Now the execute program execute first time, X value is going to be 1. And then what is the underscore? Since you do not have any error, underscore is going to be 0. And since it's the first cycle, what is underscore value? 1.
1.
Right now, where we have this observation is present in PDB. After PDB, before it's going to run statement, what is the statement we should have? Output. This output statement should write the observation to the data set. But before reaching output statement, what is the next statement that we have here?
End.
And
This end will not take you to output. End will take you to again do statement. Now this time, what is the do x is equal to what is the x value now?
2.
Very good. In the PDB, the 1 will be overridden by 2. Since we do not have any error, underscore is equal to 0. And since it's a second cycle, underscore is equal to 2. And again, this do statement will take you to end. And again, it will take you to do statement. This way, every time in the PDB, the observation x value is going to get override. So ultimately, at the 10th cycle, what the x value is going to be?
10.
So since you do not have any error, underscore is 0 because it's a 10th cycle, 10th iteration, underscore is equal to 10. After x is equal to 10, again it will take you to end statement. You know what this end will do? It cannot check the condition, and again it will take you to do statement. This time, do x is equal to 11. But what is the condition I'm writing here? I'm asking to execute up to what point?
10.
10. But it's already executed the 11th cycle. Then it will realize, it will check the condition, then it will stop it. So by the time, what is the x value that we have now? 11. Now, this ML test statement will take you to output statement. Now, this output statement will read observation into the data set. So in the data set, what variable we are going to have now? X variable, because these two variables will be get dropped here itself. What is the value we are going to have in the X variable now? 11. I asked it execute for 10 times. The program will execute, initiated 11th time, then the program will be get stopped, then the end will take you to output. Now output will write in the data set. Now we'll get only one observation. That to what I am getting here, I am getting X value 11. Now see, if I go to the program, if I execute this one, now I'm going to have DS3. Can you see what the value that we have in X variable?
Yes, 11.
Now, if I add 1 to 100, you know what will happen?
101.
Only 101. Because 101 the cycle will be get initiated, then it will check the condition, it will stop. Now, if I specify 1 to 1000, what you get now? You will get 1001. Understand this concept, everybody?
Sir, 10 times execute అయిన తర్వాత కూడా end నుంచి
11th cycle initiate అయిన తర్వాత stop అయిపోతుంది. Because it cannot check the condition. Okay. Now again I'm making this into 10 to make it simplified. Now tell me what the X value I'm getting?
11.
11.
Very good. Now, wandedly, I am writing output statement before the end statement. Now tell me how the program is going to take place now. How the program will be executed.
After reading the one,
See. So now first when execute program, what is the X value will be?
1.
In the PD, now how we are going to have now? We are going to have X variable. We are going to have underscore underscore. We are going to have underscore and underscore. Okay. In the PDB, X value is going to be 1. And since you not have any error, underscore underscore will be 0. This is the first iteration. Now after do statement, what is the next statement that we have?
Output.
What the output will do? It will write the current observation into the data set. So we are going to have DS3 data set. The next variable, what is the value we are going to have now?
1.
On the output next state, what we have?
End.
And agent will key to
Do.
this time do X is equal to
2.
2. Next, what is the next statement that we have? Output. Output data set. Then we will take it to end. And then we will take it to do state. This time it will execute it 10 times. So every time the observation will be written down into output data set, we are going to have up to 10. Now, since every observation is writing down into the data set, it will can check the condition every time. Now it will exactly will stop at 10 cycle. So what value we are going to have now? We are going to have 1 to 10. It will stop now exactly the same. Whatever condition that I have, it will include only 10 cycles. Understand this one? Now I'm going to the program. I'm writing an output statement. I'm executing the program. We can see what we have there TSC.
to 10.
సార్ మనం ముందు డేటా కూడా కండిషన్ ఇచ్చాము ఎక్స్ ఈక్వల్ టు 1.
అక్కడ కండిషన్ మీరు ఇచ్చిన అవుట్పుట్ లేదు కదా, ఇట్ కెనాట్ చెక్ ద కండిషన్ వాల్యూ చెక్ చేస్తుంటుంది. ఇట్ ఇనిషియేటెడ్ ద 11th cycle and it said 1 to okay how to perform only 1 10, but it already initiated 11th cycle. Then it will go to end and will take to output which is done before. That's why we have an extra cycle. Clear everybody? Now if I write output statement here, now if I write say for example here 1 to 100, you know what I'm going to have now? I will get 100 observations. You are going to get 1 to 100. Clear everybody? This is called output statement. Clear everybody? And will from today onwards, this output and return statement is going to be part of every day's program. We are going to come across again and again and again and again. We are going to see so many scenarios, so many examples. Now, the next statement that we have is a stop statement. What this stop statement will do? It will stop executing current data step. It will stop executing current data step. Wherever we have stop statement, there the program will get stopped. If you want to stop our program at any point, now we are going to the stop statement. Generally, in the real time, whenever we write output statement, we always write a stop statement. Now, generally, where we write the stop statement, we write the stop statement after that end statement. So first X is equal to 1, then output will write in the output data set, then it will take you to end again will take you to which statement? To statement. So in this way, the program will execute for 100 times, then end will take you to stop, then the program will get stopped. Now, but I'm writing now stop statement before the end statement. Tell me what is going to happen now. How the program will execute now? First, do X is equal to
Only 1.
Only one, sir.
then output statement will write to data set. Immediately, what is the next statement we have?
Stop statement.
The program is stopped there. So how many observations will you get now?
1.
Only. You get only one observation. So that's why if you want to execute all the 100 cycles, you should write our stop statement after the end statement. Now, after that, all the 100 cycles, then it will go to stop. Clear, everybody? This is about the stop
Yes, sir.
statement. Yes.
Sir, if you
Yes,
don't
sir.
write output and we only write the stop, it will give how many observations, sir?
Here you want to write stop statement.
Yes, sir.
Then also it will stop it like because we have stop statement. No, you'll get only one observation. You of course you won't get anything because do we have output statement to write the observation to data set? No. Before going to generally where we are going to have default now output before run.
Run.
But by the time already you are reaching stop, the program will be get stopped. You won't get not even a single observation.
Okay, sir.
Can you use it అంటే కొన్ని అబ్జర్వేషన్స్ ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ అయ్యాక కూడా స్టాప్ చేయవచ్చు డేటా సెట్.
You can write condition like in future we'll see that when you do loops you can write condition. Yes, say for example, I said x is equal to 1 to 100, right? In future I can say we'll see that one later. If x greater than or equal to 50, then stop.
Okay.
So then what will happen now? It will not execute 100 cycles. At 50 only it will be stopped. Actually, in the do statement, I said execute 100 times. But what I said here, if x greater than or equal to 50,
Then stop.
then stop. So it will get stopped there itself. And we'll see that one during the if condition statement. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Sir,
Anybody? Yes?
Sir, I have
Yeah.
అంటే ప్రోగ్రామ్ లో డూ ఎండ్ అండ్ అవుట్పుట్ ఉంటేనే స్టాప్ రాయాలని అన్నమాట, లేకపోతే
Yes. Yes. Whenever we have an output, we'll write a stop. Otherwise, you don't write. But because if you want to stop your program wherever you want to stop, there you can write it. Otherwise, you no need to write stop.
Sir, in the previous program, you wrote output and you wrote end. You didn't write stop, no, sir? In
See,
this
that's what.
data.
By default, you don't require stop. But if you want to close your program precisely, then you can write the stop. Where you should write the stop, you should always write the stop after the end. Okay? Say, for example, now if I execute this program without any interruption, the program will be get executed for 100 times. Okay? But the best way of writing the program is whenever writing output, please write a stop after the end statement. Now the program will close properly. Now the program will execute 100 times, then it will go to stop statement. Even though you are not writing a stop statement, the program will get executed, not a problem. But writing a stop statement is in a better way of writing a program. Sometimes the program will go to infinite loop. During that, do while statement, do while statement, I will tell you, if you write a wrong condition, the program will go to infinite loop. So the program is never going to get end. In that scenario, the stop statement is going to help you.
Okay, understood.
Anybody, any doubts? So this is about stop statement. Yes.
సార్ ఇప్పుడు స్టాప్ స్టేట్మెంట్ రాయకపోయినా 100 సైకిల్స్ అవుతుంది కదా సార్
100 seconds execute అవుతుంది.
కానీ
But the best way of closing the program is writing a stop statement here.
ఓకే థ్యాంక్ యూ.
Okay, so this is the end of statements, SAS statements. Remember what are the statements we have seen? We have seen keep statement, and then we have seen drop statement, and then we have seen what statement we have seen?
Rename.
We have seen rename statement, and then we have seen where statement. And I told you we are going to discuss where statement very elaborately later also. And then we have seen one more time we have seen length statement. One more time we have seen label statement. Then we have seen sum statement. Then we have seen return statement. And then today we have seen output statement. Then we have seen stop statement. You know one thing, we are very right in the center of the course as So what and all the topics we are discussing, very, very important in the real time. We use these statements every day in programming life. Okay, very important phase of our base as. Please don't neglect. Please practice regularly. And one more thing, I'm warning you, SAS is very, very volatile. If you didn't practice for a couple of days, everything will come to zero. It is going to get evaporated very fast. So you should do continuous, regular practice. If you didn't do practice for a couple of days, you'll forget everything. And then when you open the laptop next time after 2 days, you will not forget, you will not remember anything. So you get panic, and you're going to lose even more what and all you have. So be careful. Practice the topic that what we are discussing right now, and you have to revise the old topics. If you are practicing only current topic, you will forget the old ones. That's why I told you in the starting, what level you have to practice. You have to practice in such a way that should be get stored in your subconscious mind. To that level, if you want to keep anything in the subconscious mind, you have to practice a lot, isn't it? Whatever the thing that you do daily, only those things is going to be get stored in our subconscious mind. So you have to practice into that level to keep SAS in our subconscious mind. When you are doing that only, then only you are going to get succeeded in the SAS. If you practice couple of hours, then you put that laptop away and SAS topic away. If you're doing other things, no use at all. When you're eating, when you're drinking, when you're working on other things, then also that time also you need to think about the SAS. All the time you would run SAS in your brain. Then definitely you are going to get succeeded. Whoever does the sincere practice regular practice, definitely you are going to get a chance. That's 100% sure. Okay, why I'm telling all these things today, because right now we are at a very center, very important phase of SAS. The next 1 month we are going to discuss conditional statement, then combining tests, then functions. So each and everything is very, very important. Okay, as a SAS programmer, you are a SAS programmer means you should know all these things. No exemptions. So who are a SAS programmer, he knows all these concepts, then only we can call him as a SAS programmer. I didn't put much stress on in-file statement, the input statement, data lines are on, because I told you those are only required when we have in-stream data. But from attributes, each and every topic will help you for the real time. Okay, please make sure and put some time, because you are spending so much time, money, your effort, and don't waste all those things by not doing practice. Please do practice. By this time, at least you should practice 3 to 4 hours. 2 hours on current project, 2 hours on the old topics to revise. Understand this one? Let me know that I can share test papers every now and then, and interview real-time questions, so that you can understand that what level you are in and where you need to improve yourself. Okay.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir,
Hello.
Yes.
So for this
sir,
two,
just show the result.
Yes, Renuka.
Just show the results of output now. Means first.
Which one? I didn't show you.
No, actually, I want to see.
Which one? Which one? Which
Down,
example you want?
down.
This one.
Scroll up, sir. Scroll up. Okay.
This one only, right?
Yes.
How many observations you get now?
100.
100 observations, because we have an output statement. Okay. If you do not have output statement, then what will happen?
What one?
you'll get 101.
You'll get only one observation. Only one observation. That too you'll get 101.
Sir, in that case,
Don't.
can you stop
Sir,
it?
we want two variables, sir.
Sir,
What is that?
null, null data set గురించి చెప్పారు కదా సార్ ఈ క్లాస్ ప్రీవియస్
null data set.
None. I mean, missing values.
Output lo na. Now tell me, I am writing output here. Do not worry about the do loops. I will take a separate topic on do loops. Then after the conditional statement in the next week, we are going to discuss do loops. Okay?
That's not that one, sir.
Yeah. I got it. So tell me what is going to happen if I hit the stop here? How many observations I'll get?
100 observations.
One
One
observation.
One observation. But what value I will get?
One.
Only one. You'll get only one. Because after one cycle, the program will get stopped. Clear, Renuka? Yes, Shruti? Pardon? Yes,
Sir.
Nikita?
Then 101 observations will be there.
If you're not writing output statement, okay? If you're not writing output statement, the program will go for 100 in loops. Then it cannot understand where it should stop. It will initiate the 101th cycle. Then it will realize, okay, I have to perform only 1 to 100. But it's already initiated one extra cycle. Then the program will get stopped and it will go to run. Since we do not have output, it cannot understand. So it will execute one extra cycle. Okay?
Sir, if we write output also, we'll get only one observation without
No,
writing stop.
no. Our stop is not mandatory. Okay? Stop is not mandatory. Writing a stop is a good idea. A better way of writing a program. That's it.
Sir, in between end and run, if stop statement is there, so from 1 to 10, 10 only we will get it.
No, you get 1 to 10. See, first x is equal to 1. Output will write in the data set. It will go to end. End will take it to where?
Do.
So it will execute 10, 100 cycles. After 100 cycle, it will go to stop. If you write on stop or not writing the stop also, you'll get 100 cycles, 100 observations.
If we not writing output, then only we get 101 observation.
101.
No.
Because it is not printing in the data set. It will not print in the data set. Because if you're not writing output here, by default, where you will have output? By default, you will have output
Before
here.
run.
So by the time what is x value? X value is going to be 101.
101.
So the same 101 will come into the data set. Clear, everybody?
Scrolled missing values.
I didn't get you. What missing values here we have?
Sir, ఇందాక null values వస్తాయని చెప్పారు సార్ డేటా సెట్ లో.
Say for example, data. I'm creating a class 1 data set. Set SAS help.class. Then if I write the run statement, tell me generally what will happen if I execute this program. We are doing every day this one.
19 observations.
19 observation you will get. Because I told you by default, before the run, what we are going to have? Output. Okay. That means you have one printer. But if I write two outputs, what will happen now? The same observation will print two times. Two copies. How many outputs? Those many copies. Okay. But while I'm giving the second copy, I'm writing name is equal to missing value. Now tell me what happened. Same observation will second time, right? While printing the second time, what the name value will be?
Missing.
But all the remaining four variables are going to have the same value. Sex, age, height, and weight. Okay. Now see. So the same observation printing the second time. The same Joyce observation only, but Joyce is going to missing value because before printing the second output, I have given name missing value. Then tell me if I'm sex is equal to missing value also. So the same observation will print second time, but it's printing second time, name and sex is going to have missing values. But height, age, height, and weight are going to have values. Same value.
Particular variables.
Whichever variable you mentioned, the null value or missing value, only those variables. Say, for example, now I'm writing age is equal, since it's a numerical variable dot symbol, height is equal to dot symbol because it's a numerical variable, Wait is equal to dot symbol. Now the same observation will write again, but while writing the second time, I am giving keep it as a missing or a null value. Okay.
Okay.
Sir, once can stop statement examples once again.
Which one?
Stop statement.
Data. Data saying DS1 2x is equal to I'm writing 1 to 10, 1 to 10 output. Okay. And tell me what is how many observations I will get now?
10.
10.
10 observations. Okay. Now after the output I'm writing a stop. Now tell me how many observations will you get?
10.
10.
Only one observation.
One, sir.
See, cycle of events. See, x is equal to 1. Output will write a data set. Then immediately what do we have?
Stop.
It will stop there.
Sir,
It will
here
stop
for,
there.
sir, here for to create two variables, how can we write, sir?
So for example, if you read about stop something, do x is equal to 1 to 10. I said, say for example, name is equal to Srinivas. Okay? Do not, that's what I'm telling. I will explain the rule very elaborately in the next topic. Since you asked me, I'm writing, say for example, city is equal to HID. Okay? Then I'm writing, say for example, size is equal to 80,000. Now you know what is going to happen? First, what will happen now? X is equal to, so we are going to have X variable, then we are going to have name variable, then we are going to have a city variable, then we are going to have a salary variable. So first X is equal to
1.
1.
1.
Name is equal to Srinivas. City is equal to Hyderabad. Salary is equal to 80,000. Then what is the output statement will do? It will get the data.
These all data.
Then and it will take you again to
Do.
2. This time X is equal to 2.
2.
Name is equal to Srinivas, city is equal to Hyderabad, salary is equal to 80,000, then output. Again and we take it to 2. So this way,
Will
every
get 10 times.
Times.
name 10, Srinivas 10 times, Hyderabad 10 times, salary
10 times.
80,000 10 times. Understand? Do not worry about the loops. I will explain tools elaborately in future classes.
Okay, sir.
But if you ask me, can't we have a changing values? Yes, can I? Those is, say for example, do you know tables when we are childhood we used to use read by heart tables, right? Second table, third table, third. I want to create a table. Now let us say for example, I'm getting a variable called table 2. Table 2 is equal to, I'm letting say for example, 2 into x. Now tell me, when the program is good first time, what's the x value?
2, 1.
1. 2 into 1 is equal to 2 into 1, 2. When the program is good for second time, what is the x value?
2.
2. 2 into
4.
4. 3. 2 into 3. 2 into 4. Every time, so we are going to have a table increments of 2. Table 2. Now under that again I'm writing table 3 is equal to, I'm writing 3 into x. Tell me what is going to happen when the cycle is good first time? 3 into 1. The program is good for second time? 3 into 2, 3 into 3, 3 into 4. That way we are going to get table 3. Do not worry about the loops. I will explain very elaborately. Okay?
Sir,
Yes.
sir, after output here, if in this example we write stop, then we will give only one observation. Na?
Because after first observation, the program will be before end you are writing stop, right? So it will execute only one cycle. So one observation. Okay.
Okay.
If we don't
Okay.
write stop, then we'll get all observations.
10 observations because I have written 1 x is equal to 1 to 10.
Sir, if we don't write output also, we'll get
No. If you don't write output, then what will happen now? You'll
We will
x
get
is
only
equal to
one
11.
observation 11.
You'll get x is equal to 11. 3 into 11 is equal to 22. 3 into 11 is equal to 33.
Each table
One extra.
will turn. Will get extra.
When observation will get to be multiplied.
Oh,
Clear, everybody?
Can you please share some data practice?
Didn't I share in the starting? Excel, CS, CSS? No?
Yeah, but for this concept.
Okay. Okay, I'll share.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Everybody received the textbooks?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, then see you in the next class.
Yesterday you have given one task. Can we use that mean as an operator, sir, instead of average?
Mean, there is no mean statement. Okay. We can do mean in proc step.
Okay.
Okay. We are going to have, in future, we are going to have statistical procedures. Then we can use mean. But if asked to do it in data set, you have a mean function in future. But mean function we cannot use here. I will tell you later why we can't use the mean function here. Because mean function works horizontally. But I want to have within a height, within a weight, I want to have average. So this is the only method we can do it.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay then. See you in the next class. Everybody, is it okay? Could you able to understand the classes? Do you have any concerns regarding classes?
No, sir.
A small feedback?
No, sir.
Happy with the classes?
Yes, sir.
yes, sir.
Okay, that's great. Okay.
Sir, good, but if we have a chance to get more tasks, that will be better, sir. Yeah.
Do not worry. Are you going to come into the clinical in future?
Yes.
Then you'll fed up with the tasks in future. Okay. But practice whatever the example that we have in the notes. Read the notes properly. Okay. Because in future, knowing something thing is not good. You need to express and explain to others, right?
Yeah, that's
So
what, sir.
read definitions and by heart it. Okay. Definitely, I'll give a lot of tasks and question papers, test papers. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Sweet.
Thank you, sir.